Sat Shri Akal and Adab. This is your host and host, Mr. Bond, welcoming you back to Mutual Funds for All, no age limit. Vikash, welcome back.
Thank you.
Looking forward to hearing your next question.
So I was, thanks for your session earlier. Now, my question to you is, since I've invested in the equity market and SIP mutual fund, is it a right time for me to exit that market now since I'm talking about my retirement and get into the debt-based fund? I mean,
Sure.
Is that where I should move myself?
Very valid question. Let me explain to you because this is the first episode which we did with a young man, Yashwardhan, who had just started his career.
Okay.
I had explained to him rule of 30-30. It says 30 years of your professional life and 30 years of your retirement life. That's rule of 30-30.
Okay.
So if 30 years of your professional life when you're starting your career, equity could generate wealth for you,
Right.
what stops from equity generating and delivering returns during 30 years of your retirement time? It's long enough period.
Sure.
So ideally you should not be in pure debt schemes because pure debt schemes may not be able to beat inflation also. And that is the reason you must infuse flavors of equity through asset classes like dynamic asset allocation funds,
Okay.
what we call dynamic equity fund or balance advantage funds.
Okay, I see.
Because otherwise, getting into debt makes it an illogical step as far as the investors are concerned.
Well, thank you for clarifying that for me. So one of my concern is about the erosion of my capital.
Correct.
And that's something which has been on my mind.
Absolutely. So what you're trying to ask me is that are you not taking a risk by infusing flavors of equity? Right?
Absolutely, yes.
Now, according to me, the biggest risk is not taking any risk, which is a very famous saying, correct?
Sure.
And you're an entrepreneur, so you
Absolutely.
who understands this better than anybody else.
Absolutely.
Having said that, please understand that 1 crore, just to give you an example, 1 crore if you had invested in a debt instrument
Right.
at the age of 60, when you want to retire, after 25 years, adjusted for 6% inflation, the purchasing power of that 1 crore has gone down to 23 lakh rupees.
Wow, are you serious?
So what risk did you not take and what erosion of capital are we talking about? So would you rather take that risk of infusing flavors of equity for a long period of time of 25 to 30 years or be in an instrument which will not beat inflation also and erode your capital and your purchasing power?
Wow. Well, interesting. I never thought on those lines.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So that's why infusion of flavors of equity should be part and parcel of every person who wants to retire or who has already retired also.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. This is your host and host, Mr. Bond, signing off. See you next week.
Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.